Hi everyone, so today is gonna be the tutorial of this cloudy full moon night sky. So if you wanna learn how to paint this moon and clouds and night sky with acrylics, then please make sure to stay till the end of this video. So let's do our painting setup now. I have taken my sheet, some water, palette, masking tape, the acrylic paint and a piece of cloth. So today I have taken 300 GSM sheet here. I'm going to cover the edges of the sheet with the masking tape. I'm looking at the real photographs of the moon that I've saved on Instagram. I usually follow some hashtags like stars and moon and galaxy space. So right now I'm looking at one of the photograph of the close-up look of the moon, and I'm taking that photograph for my reference here. So the color that I'm going to take here is black for the background. Taking little bit of phthalo blue here and selecting my brushes that I'm going to use in this painting. Some flat brushes I'm taking and some thin brushes for the detail work. The sheet that I'm taking here is of 300 GSM as I'm going to use it for acrylic paint. If you have canvas, then it would give better result than this, but I don't have canvas right now, so that is why I'm using the sheet. And we'll start the painting now. Dip the brush in the water and remove some excess water and mix your color properly before putting it on the paper. So I'm mixing this color. I've taken just a little amount of water here as I'm working with acrylics today. So right now I'm placing my tape on this paper, and you might wonder why. So what I'm going to do here is the place where I'm going to paint my moon, I'm placing my tape there. If you have any circular object, you can place it there. The object should be of similar size of the moon that you are going to paint in the paper. So the size of the tape that I've taken here is of the perfect size up to which I want to paint my moon here. So that is why I'm covering the tape here. I'm covering that much area with tape so that I won't paint the background there, and painting the rest of the background with this color. You can draw a circle also and leave that area and paint the rest of the area with the black paint, but I feel this is much more easier, and my tape is getting little bit of this color, but it won't be any issue. The tape would still work fine. So take any object which you won't have any issue if it would get dirtier. So take care of that in mind. So I have covered the whole background with this mixture of color. And now I am taking little bit of white color, just a little bit, placing the tape again and taking a smaller brush now. I've taken this little bit of white and mixing with some water. Now what I'm going to do is cover the edges of this moon with this mixture of water and white paint. Just put this mixture on the edges. Now why we're doing this? We're doing this to give an effect of the glowing moon, because the area around the moon would be lighter because of the moonlight, and the area which is little bit far away would be darker in color. So we are trying for that look here. So put just a little bit of white mixed with water around the area which is closer to your moon, and darker color on the outer circle which is farther from the moon, and repeating this process over and over again. The main technique here is of blending. You should blend it very properly, otherwise it won't look nice, it would look patchy and blotchy. The white that you are putting near the edges should be blended properly with the background, so it would look very smooth and it would give a transition effect from darker to lighter, and that is the most challenging part here. So as you can see, the area around the moon is little bit lighter in color, and the area which is farther from the moon is little bit darker in color. So now I've taken white color again and mixed just a tint of black in that to make a very light shade of grey, and we are going to put that color in this moon. And now I'm making some marks on the moon, same as I've seen in the photograph. So I'm trying to copy the same marks, the same pattern that I'm seeing on the photo right now that I've taken for reference. The grey color which I mixed earlier, I've added just a little bit more of black in that color, and I'm making the marks with that color. Now I've taken a little bit more darker shade of grey and putting it here and there, same as like it's present in the photograph. I am following the pattern what I have seen in my reference photo and trying to copy that here on the paper. You don't have to copy the exact pattern. Even if you're going to make a similar pattern here on the moon, it would still look nice, but I'm trying to get the same pattern, not exactly the same, but as much as possible. When I was younger, I used to see the pattern of dinosaur in the moon, the face of the dinosaur, and some people saw rabbit in the moon. So what did you see? Some people say they see neither, so it can be anything. So I have taken again the white color and made a little small circle of that and making it like emitting some rays from that circle. And again taking a grey shade and putting it inside the white circle. And again putting the white color on the edges of the moon to give a glowing effect from that side. And now taking some white and putting it here and there, blending it all together. So moon is completed and I think it is looking really good. Like I'm satisfied with the look of this moon. And I'm putting some stars here and there. And let's start with making clouds. So first I'm just drawing a rough diagram of this cloud and covering it all with white color very roughly. Right now I'm just covering it the cloud with white color, not precisely, just randomly fill the cloud with color. And making some clouds on the top also. Put the white color here and there, and we'll add the details in this cloud in a minute. Now we'll start adding little details in this cloud. As you can see, at the edges, I'm keeping the cloud more vibrant and more lighter in color, while at the lower part of the cloud, I'm making it more darker. So I've just taken a little bit of black paint and I'm blending it all together. My main purpose is here to make the cloud look brighter at the top part and darker at the bottom part of the cloud. So I'm just taking little bit of white paint and again putting it on the edges of the cloud, just a little bit on the outer part, and then blending it with the rest of the cloud. By making clouds like this, it looks more brighter and gives a feeling that the cloud is glowing and shining. So that is what I'm looking for here right now. Making cloud is my favorite kind of thing, but sometimes it becomes overwhelming because I feel it is also very hard at the same time. The key here is blending it all together and adding different shades of color in your cloud. As you can see, lower part is little bit darker, but still you can see little bit of white in the lower part too. Little bit of white, little bit of grey, different color blended together, and that's how your cloud will look more real. Different shades blended together. It should not look flat. It should look like there are different shades of color there. Again, in this cloud, I am putting white color on the top and dragging it down, slowly blending it towards the lower part of the cloud. In between, I am changing my brushes also, and I am keeping my brush dry only, just a little bit wet to blend it all together nicely. made a simple shade with a dark color, and now I'm putting white paint on the top part of the cloud. So by this I'm making another cloud, and same technique here I'm using, taking the bright color on the top part and blending it slowly towards the lower part of the cloud. Again taking little bit of white paint and putting it on the edges of the cloud. Now I'm making another cloud. Same technique I have used here, taken white color to make the edges of the cloud and then blending it all together towards the end. So I find this technique comparatively easy to make clouds, and I figured it out myself only after making clouds like 4 to 5 times. The first time when I made cloud, it was not nice. It became very messy and I ended up tearing the paper because I was so frustrated at that time. And now at this point, I don't know why, but I decided to make some small clouds around the moon. I know it's not very realistic, but I just wanted to add more clouds around the moon. I wanted to make a cloudy night where you can see the moon behind the clouds, little bit of moon. So that is why I'm adding these clouds. If you want, you can leave this painting here only and it would still look beautiful. You can also do many variations and changes in this painting, like you can make pink clouds or you can do dark blue background. You can also do purple clouds. So there are many variations which you can do in this painting. So while making the small clouds, again I'm following the same technique. Some parts of the cloud I'm adding different shades of grey, and in some part I'm adding white color, on the top brighter color, and on the lower part or on the sides of the cloud I'm adding darker shades. Smaller clouds is comparatively easy to make for me. The challenge is bigger clouds. Paint randomly here and there, and here I added more paint because I wanted the lower clouds to be bigger in size and the top ones to be smaller in size. I feel they're looking nice. And it's completed now, and I'm kind of happy with the result. And let's take off the tape now. I was so impatient. You should actually wait for it to dry completely, but I get so impatient. So finally it is completed and I'm really happy with the results this time, and I like how it turned out. I still feel it's looking pretty and it's looking unique too. So I'm happy with the result. Do you like this painting? Or what variation would you like to try? Tell me in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video and liked this tutorial, then please make sure to like this video, comment down below and subscribe to this channel. We'll meet in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.